I totally forgot to hit record. So thank God I didn't do anything yet. We're making Borgare. I have a recipe from a company that I'm not going to say the name of because they have not, somehow I have forgotten it. Maybe if they were to reach out to me and sponsor me in some sort of way, shape, or form in the future, I would remember their name because it would be on their request to sponsor me. So, you know, a meal service that has a greeting for a name. Maybe if you want to work together, let me know. Until then, we'll keep to whatever. I don't know what I was about to say. I don't know why I just opened these. I have to get the meat out. So we need burger meat. I should roll up my sleeves. Normally, I'm a person who would grill burgers, but I have no idea how the fuck I'd grill burgers outside right now. So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna slap that meat. We're just gonna do it in here. I got a little pan and a lid and some oil, and we're not gonna take it too seriously. Start off mixing some meat. You guys know me. You know I love slapping meat, touching meat. Meat's my thing. I got some spices that I use for burger. I put salt, pepper, garlic powder. What's the other stuff? Salt, pepper, garlic powder, paprika, and something else. This recipe came with potatoes too to make fries or something like that, like potato wedges. But I used those to make something else like 3 days ago. So I don't have those anymore. Skipping that part, we're just making the burgers. Just the burgers. Yes. Just meat, bread, and cheese. And these are firecracker burgers. So it's not just your average burger. There's some spices and some extra stuff we're gonna be putting in these things. Got some hot sauces, some seasonings. So it should be real good. Real good. I'm excited. I haven't eaten today. I delayed eating for this. I had to do a bunch of setup and cleaning and all this shit. We out here, we cooking. Hell yeah, we cooking. So no, I just actually took the meat out the package. So we just started. So ignoring the small bit of ground beef on the package of hot sauce. No one saw that. Shush. Okay, so we got meat in a bowl. We're about to make some burger. Like I said before, I got seasoning in here. It's black pepper, salt, garlic powder, paprika, and I think that's it. I can't remember if I put something else in there. I think that's it. So we're just gonna mix this in with the beef, and that's gonna be like our burger seasoning. That's usually what I do. Personally, I don't know about you guys. That's what I do. And then we also have something extra. We got Frank's Red Hot seasoning blend. So I'm gonna put this shit in it too. That was part of the recipe. It's supposed to be these firecracker burgers. This should about be spicy, but they got like a ranch mayo sauce too, so I think it's gonna be like kind of evening it out. Personally, that's my thought. All right, time to touch my meat, chat. If you know one thing about me, you know I love touching my meat. Grabbing that shit as much as I can, bro. You gotta get that meat nice and. It is now coming to my attention. I didn't grab like a plate or something to put the burgers on when they're raw, because this was to be eaten on. So I'm gonna slide that. I'm struggling to not touch it with my fingers that are. Karate chop it away, because I like touching the meat with my pointer and my thumb. We're doing great. You do indeed like touching your meat, Mac. I know, man. It's great. We're gonna make 2 patties. All right, we have 2 buns. We're gonna make 2 patties. We got all of our meat seasoned. So that's the meat. But before we do anything else with the meat, we're gonna make our sauce. They got like a little sauce they mixed together, right? So we're gonna make that in this little dish. It's nothing crazy. It is just sour cream, ranch, some salt, some pepper. The reason I'm doing this before we start cooking the burgers is just so I have it all done, and when I cook the burgers, I can just focus on not burning it. That's what they called me back in high school, actually. At the arcade, I had a nickname where they called me Chef Mac, and it says on with that sauce we do a pinch of salt and a pinch of black pepper. So I'm just gonna, I don't have like a pinch, but I'll just do like a little, you know what I'm saying? There you go, that's a little bit. I didn't pour any extra out. I didn't know that this part needed salt and pepper for me. And then just a couple of cranks. All right, and then we're gonna mix our sauce here. And I think this is good too, because this will let it like kind of like settle, the flavors mix. So that'll be good for when we make our for the final steps. You were like, it's because they let me cook. Yes, they did let me cook. All right, this just basically looks like ranch. I'm gonna try to give a money shot without spilling it. It's hard to even see. It's just white. It is. I don't even know if you saw it. I was scared to spill it, but it's just basically ranch and sour cream. Real quick before we move forward, I want to talk about these things right here because this is like fucking crack cocaine to me. These are onion straws, and they got like salt on them. Or they're crispy onions, whatever you want to call them. Something about these is like chips, and I wish I could get a bag of these, like the size of like a big family bag of Lay's, because I would eat these like chips. And it is taking every part of my like body, every fiber of my being right now to not inhale these and instead wait to put them on my burger. And the oil I got is this, it's chili infused extra virgin olive oil. That's what we're gonna use. I thought it'd be on brand because it's a firecracker burger. It's supposed to be spicy, so I thought the chili oil would be good. I see a couple more waters to drink. Give me 1 second. Or it's just one more water. Give me 1 second, I'll get that. A little good helping of oil. It's hard to see the pan over here. I know. I'm gonna try to keep like I'm gonna be cheating for the camera. That's a film thing. Don't worry about it. I forget that term every 5 seconds, but I'm just trying to impress people. And then we're just gonna get this oil on the pan for the burger. Spread it out. And a medium high. And then that's what I do. Hell yeah. Give me Blaze. Also, thank you for keeping me hydrated. How much you gonna cook the burgers? I mean, like how long? It's gonna be medium high, 5 minutes on each side. Maybe a little longer, because I'm used to cooking them on a grill, which gets a lot hotter than in here. If it was a grill, 5 minutes on each side is like normally my go-to. If it was a grill, 5 minutes on each side is normally the go-to. But I don't cook burgers on this as much, so I might change that as we go. But to start, 5 minutes on each side. And then make sure you got a lid with like a hole or something so it can breathe. Be careful. Yeah. That was actually planned. I know to the layman that looked like an accident.
My goat.
I was acting. Careful, SpongeBob, careful. So this is preheating. We got our sauce made. Oh, we gotta make our patties. It's time to form the patties, chat. We're gonna try to flatten these things out. Thin meat, yeah. It's the ratio. It's all about the ratio. The toppings to meat to bun. And I think the ratio's off when you get real thick burgers. You gotta make the burgers real thin, if you ask me. Best way to do it is roll it in a ball. You roll that thing in, this is how I do it at least. Roll it into a ball, almost like a meatball, right? But no breadcrumbs. And then you slap that thing down and you squish. And you squish. And this kind of broke it a little bit. You're gonna squish that thing down. And this thing is big, but what's gonna happen is when you cook it, it's gonna shrink a little bit. So hopefully it'll fit better on the bun, because these buns aren't that huge. There, you can see, that's a big old patty right there. Very squish. By the way, I had to like figure out a way to get myself in this camera angle. Also, I think this burger is gonna be a little smaller. I think I put more meat on the first one. Because it's so hard. And I want you guys, I almost just dropped that. Did you guys see that? Did you guys notice what just happened there? I can't tell. Did you see me almost drop this ball of meat? Here to see chat. You saw me almost drop the meat. I almost fumbled that so hard. Holy crap, that would have been terrible. Imagine. I don't know how long stream's been going. Someone maybe can enlighten me. But that would be like so short into fucking up. Like how... One time in high school, me and my friend Alec, we were hanging out at my house, and we were both really hungry, and we didn't have much food at my house. But what we did have was tortillas and cheese. And if you know anything about tortillas and cheese, you know that makes a great quesadilla. And I was making the quesadillas. And when I made my quesadilla, I was like super hungry, and I was being kind of an idiot. And I was like, oh, you know what I want to do? I want to put a lot of fucking cheese on this thing. And I put way too much cheese on this quesadilla. Normally, I'm pretty good enough with like the thin quesadillas to do a little flip. Right? I can do a little flip. I was getting pretty good at it at the time. I probably haven't done it in like a while because I don't really carry tortillas and cheese in my apartment. But in my parents' home back then, we had it a lot. And so I went to flip mine, but because I put so much cheese on it, it had not melted. And all the shredded cheese went everywhere in my kitchen. The best part of that was my friend was recording because I said, hey, yo, watch this. So I get to relive my embarrassment once a year when that video comes around on Snapchat memories. I just bumped the table and I saw the camera shake. All right, now I ain't one for ASMR, you guys, but right now, you guys know what we're about to do? I'm gonna get this mic as close as I can so you guys can hear the sizzle. This ain't no ASMR, but you gotta hear the sizzle of the burgers. Y'all hear that? Y'all hear that sizzle? Please tell me you hear that sizzle. Please tell me you hear that sizzle. Come on. This one got stuck a little bit. Please tell me y'all hear that sizzle. Y'all hear the sizzle? I'm gonna turn on this fan. Bro, the fan's gonna be too loud, so I'm gonna not turn it on. But let's hope that I don't set off the fire alarms. We're gonna let it chill for about 5 minutes. But I'm gonna keep a close eye on it, because like I said, I'm used to cooking on the grill. Time might be a little different, so I don't wanna marry myself to the wait. This is the part where it's mostly patient, and we just kind of have to wait. Anybody is making this alongside me, making some firecracker house, whatever you want to call it, burgers at home with me. This is the time where if you are of age, you take a sip of your beer. I'm pacing, but I gotta stay on camera. Duh. Also, this is kind of like an apartment. You guys get a little apartment tour in this, so you're welcome. This is the most you've ever seen of my home, and it's gonna stay this way for a really long time. You might see the basketball hoop over there that we no longer can use because my dog ate the ball. We're gonna flip these. No, that's better. That's much better. That's a much better burger. Again, with the lid here, keeping all the heat so it cooks good. We're just waiting for these burgers to be done. We got some time to kill. I wish I had more cooking stories, but I don't. But instead, I will tell you about a story about the time when I worked in a restaurant. Some weird shit happened. There was one day when this dude broke a glass on a table, and I was a busboy / cash register dude / carryout / host. And as you can tell, that job is pretty fucked. And so they were like, "Hey Matt, go clean the glass on this table." And the only thing they gave me was a dustpan and a broom. And so what I did was sweep the glass from the table into the dustpan, because they gave me a dustpan and a broom, 2 tools that you would do that with. So naturally I did that. And there was this old ass couple sitting right next to this table who took such offense to what I did and were so disgusted. They called me over alongside the manager and 3 other people and were repulsed. Meanwhile, I cleaned the table after with sanitizer because obviously you need to do that. And did she think that we just went around to every table and used the brush? No, lady, there was glass. Would you want me to grab it with my bare hands, slip my hand up? Crazy. Old ladies are wild. Don't ask me about my life ever again. Anyways, you know what I'm saying. Anyways, dude, this smells good. I know you guys don't get to smell, but it was good. She didn't actually give me her name, so I couldn't tell you. You guys want to hear the sound? Y'all hear that? Can y'all hear that? That shit sound good to me. All right, time to put on the cheese now. So let's open this shit up. It's gonna be hard as fuck because it always. Oh no, it was good. It was easy. Sizzling, hell yeah, though. Cheese time. So what we're gonna do? I'll clean up my oven later. It's gonna get a little messy, but I'll clean it up later. Gonna sprinkle this cheese on slowly, because like I said earlier, because this shit, then some of it's gonna get out of the pan. It's gonna burn. Do you understand the struggle that I go through every day? That I burn shredded cheese on a pan? I don't think you do. I'm just burdened with this curse. I just realized that I'm not at all cheating like I said I was going to. You guys are supposed to kind of get a shot of what I'm doing, but instead you just got my butt and back and an inner monologue. Kind of evil, but they don't pre-cut these things. I swear to God, they're lucky I have a bread knife. It's if I didn't have a bread knife, this would be such a dirty cut and it wouldn't look good. But it's a good cut because it's gonna look good because I got a bread knife. Dad, get you a bread knife. When you move out, if you still live at home with your parents, because I know I got a lot of people who are in high school and middle school still, get you a bread knife when you move out. It's gonna sound stupid and unimportant, but when you got it, you're gonna feel so happy about it. You'll be like, damn, I never knew I needed this bread knife. But you did. You needed the bread knife. Another thing that people don't ever buy, because who the fuck thinks of it? I don't have mine clean. But I'm gonna say it now, because this is the only time I ever talk about this kind of shit, is You gotta get one of them star tools to crush your ground meat when you make tacos. I remember I told my mom, I was like, 'cause we had one growing up, and I was like, I moved out, and I was like, I missed that thing. I don't know how to fucking make tacos anymore. Sauce on the buns. We're gonna give a nice little layer on the bottom, and a little bit on top. Spread it out. Nice even layer on both. Even amount of sauce, so it's not too wet or too dry on one side. And same thing for this bun. Both buns, both burgers, both burger. It's not a, I don't know if it's called a masher. They're like a star tool. It's like, look, looks like a star. Got a handle. I got it. This thing is the weirdest tool ever, right? What the fuck do you use it for? I only ever use it on ground beef when I'm making tacos. Or like anything like that. But it's so helpful. So we got our sauce on the burgers. Now, we're gonna plate them. Plate the meat. There's our burgers. You can see a little bit of burnt stuff on that pan. Also, you can see how much they shrank as well. But that burnt stuff is literally the cheese. I was not lying. My favorite ingredient, the crispy onions. Chet, never use your teeth to open anything like that. That's illegal. You're not supposed to do that. Now, I'm gonna be honest. I need to eat some of these straight up, or else I'm gonna die. These are the best thing ever. Oh my god. Bro! Who made these? Why did they not make these in a big tub? I want a handful of them in my mouth. Some onion straws on a burger. Or crispy onions, same thing. A general helping, or generous. God, I can't speak. A generous helping, because it's gonna give us some crunch and a lot of flavor. These things are salty onion goodness. Yeah, the burger too. Okay. I did just simp for crispy onions. I will simp for crispy onions any day of my life. We're gonna pick up the cross section burger. We put some hot sauce on this thing. I might not give an unbiased opinion because I am very hungry, but I'm so excited. Oh my god. This shit is banging out of 10. It's like a perfect level of like spice and like non-spice. I don't know how to explain what I'm trying to say. It's like there's so many spicy ingredients in the burger, like the oil, the hot sauce, like some of the we added the Frankfurt hot seasoning, all that stuff, and then the ranch and the sour cream, like, and the cheese, like mellow it out, so it's not like too bad. It's got good flavor. Oh my god. I think if I were to do this again, I would get pepper jack cheese though. I like spice, and I think it would be nicer if it was a little spicier. It's like genuinely fucking amazing. I think that's like the way to improve it is pepper jack cheese for sure. Well, I hope everybody enjoyed the cooking stream. I'm not like finishing right now. I'm still eating my burger. I'm happy we had a little fun with this. Like I said, I don't really get the opportunity to do this kind of stuff. I live with 3 other people, and this kind of would halt anybody being able to live their life. And I don't want to do that to anybody. I don't want to make anybody have to like shut up, be quiet, hide in the room or whatever. Because what you can't see is behind you is the complete rest of my apartment. We have my bedroom. It's connected to this big room, which is my kitchen, my living room, my laundry room, my front area, like all in one. It's one big room. So like it's not that easy to like. It's not that easy to just do whatever I want out here. This was a good idea. This was a good idea.